Hi everybody, this is Jessica Lynn of Jessica Lynn Originals, and I thought it would be fun today if I did a sketch. It's been a while since I've done a sketch, so I went and found this blog, and it's called freshlymadesketches.blogspot.com, and they are on sketch number 327. It's a sketch by Jen M. I'm really excited to go ahead and get started on this one. So for this card, I am going to be using one of our stamps. It's a Jessica Lynn Original. It is called Never Too Old to Dream. It's kids in costumes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my cardstock here, and I found some really cute paper that I've had forever. It's from a company called Echo Park Papers, and it's called Once Upon a Time. So I thought that had a nice fairy tale theme to it. And you can see it has like little dragons and everything. It's so beautiful. It's very vivid. And all the paper, it's two-sided, so both sides of the paper. I'm going to go ahead and choose to use the castle because I thought that'll be really cute with the medieval theme that I'll have here in just a moment. So I think that I am going to go ahead and use the castle, although the other side's really cute. It has just some really small writing that says, you know, someday your prince will come, brave and courteous, you know, all of that. So it's definitely boy kind of sayings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just pull out my cutter, and I'm going to cut on a diagonal. Now, the first time that I do this, I cut it way too large. I'm not thinking. So what I will do is I'm going to try and line it up against my cardstock, and you can see, again, before even thinking, I started gluing, and this is one of those, like if you sew, you know, measure twice, cut once. So yeah, you can see I was like, oh, way too big. So what I did is I had to go back in, grab my Fisker cutter, and I had to cut it down a little bit. So I just kind of eyeballed it. It did stick to my cutter a little bit, but that's fine. I cleaned it off. As you can see, once I went back in and trimmed it down, it actually fit the card. So I'm going to go ahead, and I already had glue on there, so I was able to just stick it right down. And you can see there's a little edge down at the bottom, so I'm just going to fold the card, and I'm going to grab my scissors and just trim that little piece off. Boom, done. So now that I've got this, I thought what I should do is kind of maybe mat it a little farther. And I already had that perfect angle cut, so I was thinking maybe I can put another piece right there. So I'll think about that. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and color in our little character, our little boy. And he is super cute with his little satchel and his little frying pan. I will be using my Copic markers. Now I'm going to go ahead and speed this video up a little bit, because otherwise it'll take a little bit of time for me to color this in. And then I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut him out. I do have a brother scan and cut, and I keep meaning to want to go ahead and pull it out, but I just don't have the space in my current office. So hopefully I'll do that very soon on one of these videos. But again, he's not super hard to cut out, pretty easy, and you can see how his colors really match well with the card that we're working on. After all of that, I did decide, let's go ahead and put that flip side of the paper right up against the other edge. So you can see it just gives it a really nice kind of finished edge. And again, it has a whole bunch of masculine sayings in a very feminine cursive writing. So it's really very beautiful. Next, what I'm going to do is I decided I wanted to go ahead and use a die cut, and I am using a cat scrap in its die cut. I'm going to run it through my Cuddle Bug. What I love about this one, it's double stitched on both sides. I really like being able to run stuff through the Cuddle Bug and then keep one of them for a future project and be able to use the other punch for later. One of the things I really like to do is I have a little bin, I'll have to do a video of it sometime, where I keep all of my little extra, I sew. I went to college for costume design, so I sew as well. So we'll call it our remnant paper box. And I have a bin of just small pieces of paper, and so what I love is to be able to find, just like this one, where I found a little sheet of beautiful cardstock that had been used on another card, and I was able to use it. And so you can see I'm going to run it right through my Cuddle Bug. The paper was a little warped, not terribly, because it was in a whole pile of papers, but you can see that once I run it through, let me just move these away here, you can see, look at how beautiful it looks. So that little sheet of paper would have just been probably thrown away, but now I always keep these extra dies because I never know what I'm going to need. They're those extra cuts. And now I've got this beautiful little stitched square. Let me just grab that real quick so I can show you. I'm just putting my Cuddle Bug on the floor here. You can see how it's got that really pretty little stitched edge? I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things. And look at how cute he'll look on there. It matches his outfit, a little bit darker, but it looks really good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my favorite. I tell you, I probably should have stock in this company. I get these little glue dots at Hobby Lobby. They're called Sticky Doos. I absolutely love them because they're $2.99 and they're always 40 or 60% off. So you can see I just put 4 of those on there, and then each one has a little peely stick piece that you just peel off. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my little piece right on right there. Okay, push down on it. Now what I like is it gives it a little dimension. I love the fact that it's cut on the diagonal with the paper, so it kind of sparks something a little special already. Now I need to put a sentiment on here, and I realized after I put my foam risers, so that was not the best thinking ahead, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig through my bin, and I do have this adorable penguin set that I got over Christmas time from Uniquely Creative. It's called Penguin Pals. It is an absolutely adorable stamp set. I've made penguin cards with the penguins before, but what I want to do is I want to use the sentiment off of their card, and the sentiment says sending warm birthday hugs, because I thought this could be a really cute little boy's birthday card. And I live in Wisconsin, so obviously it's chilly here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my Tim Holt platform, and here's that stamp set I was just talking about. You can see it. It's so cute. I'm going to grab my Tim Holt stamp platform, because then I can actually line it up where I want it. And the other thing that I really like was when I used the Tim Holt stamping platform, I was still, even with the square that was die cut and punched, I was still able to stamp using it. So it worked really well. If you've never used the Tim Holt platform, it's very similar to the Misty. You go ahead and you put it on there, you use the nice little metal pieces to hold, the little magnetic pieces to hold it down. And you can see what I do is I decided where I wanted the clear stamp, and then I'm going to lift it up, put the other magnet down because I want to make sure that card does not move. Didn't give myself enough space when I was recording, sorry about that. So I'm going to go ahead, and for the ink that I'm going to use today, it's Close to My Heart. I feel like I've been just throwing names out this whole video. I'm going to be using Close to My Heart. It's an ink called Denim. It's a dark blue. What I really like is that it's the exact same color as that paper that I showed you where I cut that little square. And again, that was just a little paper remnant that was living in a bin waiting to be used. So once it's all inked up, let me just keep stamping it good here because I haven't used this sentiment before, so I just want to make sure it's got a lot of ink. But if it didn't, the one nice thing about these kind of tools is that you could re-ink up again and stamp right in the same spot. Re-ink up again, stamp right in the same spot. So let me just adjust that so you can see it. So now I'm going to stamp it down. And again, I didn't think when I did this that it was going to work as well as it did because I did already have that square with the foam riser. But I'm going to be honest, it's stamped beautifully. So let me just lift this up so you can see. Oh, watch out for my camera. Oops, there's my messy station. And you can see, look at how beautiful that looks. And I love that it's in the blue. It makes the blue in the trees pop. So you can see that nice and close. Alright, so the last thing is we're going to go ahead and add our little boy with the frying pan. At first I thought maybe I should put him on a foam riser, but I thought that might be too much. So I decided that I was just going to go ahead and glue him down. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue stuff. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and stick him right to that square, and I'm going to try and center it as best I can. And there is my card. I don't know, I think it's cute, it's simplistic, but there was a lot of pieces that went into it. It was a really fun challenge. I'm really glad that I found the freshly made sketches today. I needed some inspiration, and they really did help me, so I think I might make another card today. Just a reminder, always make sure that you sign the back of your cards. Again, they're gifts and people hopefully will look back and go, oh, that was made by Jessica or whoever. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I appreciate it more than you know. We just recently hit 200 subscribers, which is amazing. If you like what we're doing, I'm going to pop a little Brentwood up. Go ahead and click on him and subscribe to our channel. I'm also going to pop up another video for you. For those of you that have already followed us, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. If you want to do this challenge, it's open until March 12th.